Ever wondered why, even with a decent paycheck, your bank account always ends up in the red before the month is over? It's time to take a moment and analyze your habits. Oh yeah, your habits could be keeping you broke. The middle class often has funny money habits that keep them trapped in the never-ending cycle of financial struggle. It's high time you destroy and replace those habits before they destroy you. And that's exactly what this video is all about, to give you the perfect solution. We'll examine 10 of these destructive habits. Numbers 6 and 9 are like major money traps many middle-class folks fall into. Let's examine everything in detail and find a way back to financial freedom. Before we continue, kindly subscribe to this channel so we can keep making these kind of videos in the future. Number 1. Always borrowing money. Do you know that debt can be a great wealth-making tool? The rich know this secret, but keep it away from the poor. They use debt to build wealth. But guess what? The middle-class crew is taking the flight in the opposite direction, letting debt ruin their financial dreams. It's not just about borrowing, it's about what you do with the borrowed funds. Come to think of it, why does the middle class borrow? They do it to stroke their egos. They borrow to fund a fancy lifestyle they can't afford. They keep borrowing to keep up with a colleague and impress their friends who do not really care about them. If you're in this shoe, break free from the cycle. It's time to put that debt on a diet and let your wealth grow. Instead, you can borrow to invest in a side hustle or get an asset. Number 2. Not tracking your expenses. The middle class squad has something in common. As soon as they receive their paycheck, everything vanishes within a week. They've got that thirst to spend it all before they feel all right. They've always got something to buy or pay for. They spend like there's no tomorrow. Before you know it, it's all gone. And if you ask them what they did with the money, they can hardly come up with a detailed analysis. But the rich folks never do that. They plan everything, including their money. They understand the importance of budgeting. Budgeting is your financial roadmap. It helps you track every dollar you earn and spend. Recently, I glanced through my spending history, and surprise, surprise, it turns out I was practically throwing a party for restaurants last month. I never knew, but here's the beauty of it. With this newfound knowledge, I have adjusted my upcoming budget to reduce that expense. You don't need a magnifying glass or to become a detective to do this. A simple spreadsheet or a budgeting app is all you need. Track every dime, every cup of coffee, every impulse purchase. It's not just about cutting back. It's about being in control. Number 3. Buying liabilities. The money guru Robert Kiyosaki always says, buy assets, not liabilities. It's like the golden rule of financial success. Every billionaire swears by it. Why? Because piling up liabilities means you're signing up for a lifelong billing cycle. It's like having a money-sucking pet that never grows up. The middle class might think something is an asset, but whoops, it's actually a sneaking liability in disguise. Take a massive house, for instance. Sure, it feels like a victory dance to own one, but if you're chained to a mortgage for half a century, it's not an asset, it's a financial trap. I can see you raising an eyebrow. Don't believe me? Well, that's just the truth. Let's break it down. Assets are your financial wingmen. They make you money or have the potential to grow over time. Liabilities? They're like money vampires, sucking your wallet dry and depreciating fast in value. So the next time you're about to go for something, ask yourself the golden question. Does it add value or take your cash? Stocks, bonds, and real estate are assets you can invest in. Get that money working for you, not the other way around. Number 4, trying to look rich. This is a habit many folks practice, the keeping up with the Joneses game. It's like a secret society where the middle class spend their hard-earned cash to fit into a flashy scene. They borrow and splurge, and before you know it, their financial life resembles a roller coaster of chaos. Why? They've got this itch to look rich, thinking their pals won't see them as the next financial sensation if they're not rocking the latest trends. Now, peek behind the curtain and guess what the rich are doing? Living the simple life. Regular outfits, regular cars, no over-the-top lifestyle. Why? Because true wealth isn't about showcasing fancy stuff. It's about owning assets. Here's the hard truth. Spending more than you earn to look rich is a one-way ticket to financial trouble. Those fancy clothes and toys won't pay the bills, my friend. Wealth isn't just about the cash you make. It's about how you manage it. Savings and investing in your future. That's the real game changer. Do you want a fleeting moment of being celebrated as rich today only to struggle tomorrow? No, I didn't think so. Break free from the clutches of the flashy facade before it becomes a financial horror story. Number 5, not investing. Saving money alone cannot secure your financial future. I know, shocking, right? While stashing some cash is fantastic, it's not the grand finale of wealth building. Imagine you've kept $1,000 in the bank since 2010, and it's still chilling there with a dash of interest. Imagine how much that amount would be now if you had kept it in the stock market. Here's the plot twist. Saving is great, but not a life changer. It's not just about watching your money earn some petty change in a bank account. No, sir. The real goal is multiplying that money. So don't just save. Make that money work for you and grow. Number 6, lack of financial literacy. Not grasping how money works could lead to a financial roller coaster or bad investment decisions. Financial literacy is not just about budgeting, savings, and debt management. There's more to discover. Donald Miller hits the nail when he says, in a world of information, ignorance is a choice. When it comes to financial education, ignorance can be a major roadblock, and it's a story that resonates with many people in the middle class. Imagine trying to drive to your house while blindfolded. That's how it is when you try budgeting, saving, and investing without the right knowledge. Warren Buffett says he reads about 5 to 6 hours every day. Invest some time in educating yourself about personal finance. Trust me, it's the ultimate investment. Equip yourself with the right knowledge and watch as you transform from a financial novice to a savvy decision maker. Number 7, not building your emergency fund. One of the greatest lessons of life is to expect the unexpected. In a life full of uncertainties, having an emergency fund is a must. Yet many people in the middle class somehow let this crucial aspect of financial planning slip through the cracks. Imagine an unexpected medical bill hits you, and you're left scrambling without a safety net. It's like trying to build a sandcastle without a bucket. Things are bound to collapse. Here's the reality check. Not stashing away money for life's surprises can drag you into debt. To survive, aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' living expenses as an emergency fund. Number 8, paying for subscriptions you never use. Got Netflix, DSTV, Amazon, Showmax, and probably a few more in your arsenal? Sure, having subscriptions galore gives you an interesting personality, but it's not doing any favors for that precious balance in your bank account. It's time to focus on this part of your life. Do you need all those platforms? Probably not. Trim the excess. Think about it. That $50 gym membership might seem like petty cash, but if you only hit the treadmill twice a month, you're essentially paying $25 per visit. There's a more wallet-friendly workout option out there. And those streaming services, if you're only tuning in occasionally, you're literally dashing out money. So here's the financial hack. Cut the subscriptions you're not using regularly. It might seem small, but when those savings start compounding, you could be looking at a hefty sum. Number 9, ignoring insurance. Many people in the middle class ignore insurance because they think it's too expensive and may never use it. But here's a reality check. Planning for the worst doesn't make you a pessimist. It makes you responsible. Just one unexpected event can wipe out your hard-earned savings. Insurance protects your health, life, or property. It's tempting to think nothing could go wrong, but relying solely on high hopes is not a good financial plan. Health issues, accidents, and property mishaps are like uninvited guests that can wreck your finances if they meet you unprepared. Evaluate your insurance needs and invest in the right coverage. It's not about being a pessimist. It's about being a realist with a financial shield. Don't let unexpected events catch you off guard and turn your savings into a puddle. Number 10, making late payments. Late payments may appear to be just a simple fee, but their consequences far exceed the immediate cost. When you miss those due dates, it's not just a matter of paying additional cash. It can significantly impact your credit score. Having a negative credit score is something you cannot afford. Set up automatic payments for fixed costs like cable, internet, and insurance. For the bills you can't pay online, set up reminders and prioritize them. Habits are like the architects of our destiny. If you're dreaming of a prosperous future, it's time to kick those middle-class habits to the curb and adopt the winning strategies of the rich. That's it for today, folks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show some love. Hit the like and subscribe button for more financial wisdom. See you soon on Investor Broadcast.